Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest updates as usual. We start with Frenkie de Jong, as it has been reported that the Barcelona superstar midfielder has been offered to Chelsea, Paris Saint-Germain as well by his agent lately. The player wants Champions League football. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Bernardo Silva, as a report have just come out claiming that Barcelona have reached an agreement with Manchester City for Bernardo Silva. And guess what? The fee is less than 80 million euros. We are going to be looking at that as well. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please endeavor to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you're a lover of FC Barcelona, don't hesitate to do so. Also give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barca, Barca, Barca. Frenkie de Jong has been a subject of interest for Manchester United throughout the summer so far. The club's newly appointed head coach Erik ten Hag is desperate for a reunion with the former Ajax starlet as he looks to shore up his options in the middle of the park. While Man United have not yet succeeded in signing Frenkie de Jong, they have put a tantalizing offer on the table for Barcelona. But it appears the Premier League giants are having difficulties convincing the player to move to Old Trafford. It was long thought that Frenkie de Jong's desire to remain at Barcelona was the main reason behind his rejection of Manchester United. Not to mention the Blaugrana reportedly owes 16 million euros to Frenkie de Jong through deferred salaries. However, as per ESPN, there has been a fresh twist to this saga, as it appears Frenkie has no interest to join Man United. He wants to play for a Champions League team, and as such, his agent has offered him to Paris Saint-Germain and also Chelsea. The report suggests the Young would rather play for these two clubs rather than to go to Manchester United, as they are only participating in the UEFA Europa League in the upcoming season. Chelsea are credited ever since not now with an interest in the Dutchman, but they have since prioritized a move for a new centre-back and a couple of attacking reinforcements, having already brought in Raheem Sterling. Paris Saint-Germain, on the other hand, has set to offload many of their options in midfield. It could potentially pave the way for the Parisians to make a move for Frenkie de Jong, although new sporting director Luis Campos has adopted a rather calculated strategy in the market this summer by avoiding large splurges PSG are usually known for. As things stand, de Jong is prioritizing a prolonged stay at the Camp Nou, but under immense pressure from Barcelona, it will not be surprising to see him join clubs such as Chelsea, PSG, or even Manchester United by the end of the ongoing transfer window. The transfer saga of Frenkie de Jong has taken a whole lot of twists these past few days, in fact these past few hours, because I keep on bringing a lot of reports about how things are changing directions. And honestly speaking, Frenkie de Jong, it's really a horrible time for him at the club. I mean, he now feels a lot of pressure because yesterday I just spoke about how Barca have said, Frenkie de Jong, you must leave this club. You must leave. Of course, that came after reports of a full agreement already being reached with Manchester United for 85 million euros. That is 75 million euros plus 10 million euros in add-ons. And Barcelona are very, very determined to kick out Frenkie de Jong from the team. And of course, what Laporta have been saying in the past, repeatedly saying that if Frenkie de Jong wants to stay, okay, but he must take a pay cut. He must take a pay cut. That is what the president have been insisting in the past. But the funny thing about everything is Frenkie de Jong himself does not want a pay cut. That's just it. So where are we leading to? Where are we going now with this saga? That's why, as I've been saying earlier, this should not turn out to be an ugly twist, or let me say an ugly end in the career of Frenkie de Jong in Barcelona. It's not what we the fans want it to happen, but the way things are looking, it's going to be very bad. And especially with reports that still fueled how things will be bad. Earlier today saying how Barcelona are thinking of leaving Frenkie de Jong out of the squad that would travel to the United States of America for their pre-season tour. And they are seeing that as one of the strategies that they can discourage Frenkie de Jong to even play for Barca by kicking him out of the squad for the United States tour for the pre-season games. That would be so brutal, right? So as it stands right now, the agent of Frenkie de Jong have been making offers for the player, not just for Man United again, Paris Saint-Germain, and also Chelsea. Chelsea are not new for Frenkie de Jong. We have been talking about Chelsea for a lot of transfer hijacks. Frenkie de Jong is not an exception. Despite Chelsea not showing interest that much recently, the agent of Frenkie de Jong has still offered his services to Chelsea. So let's see if Chelsea this time around will be convinced to go for him, or Paris Saint-Germain will also be convinced, because those two clubs, they play Champions League football next season, something that Manchester United do not, they don't. So that is one of the main factors, as reports are saying, one of the main factors that are pushing Frenkie de Jong to better look for another club, not to go to Manchester United, because he does not want to play the Europa League again. Of course, with Barcelona, we did play the Europa League this last season, and that is not what Frenkie de Jong is keen to do. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, much has been made of the future of Frenkie de Jong this summer, with many expecting the midfielder to leave Camp Nou this summer amid intense internal pressure from the club. Barcelona believe the young sale is going to be essential in helping them balance the books ahead of the new season, but at the same time, they are actively trying to nail down a direct replacement to the Dutchman, with Xavi setting his sights firmly on Bernardo Silva. According to Gerard Romero, there has been a recent development over Barcelona's pursuit of Silva, with the club apparently reaching an agreement with Manchester City over the Portuguese international. It is no secret Xavi rates Silva highly due to the creative output and tactical versatility he offers to the table. The Barca coach even considers him an ideal midfield partner for Pedri for the interior position next season. However, the signing has always eluded them, as Silva is valued very highly in the Man City camp as well. But it appears Barca have reached an agreement with the English Giants and the player's agent Josh Mendes over Silva's potential move to the Camp Nou this summer. Romero suggests that the overall cost of that deal could be less than 80 million euros, which is far below the reported value of 100 million euros earlier this summer. That said, it is hard to imagine Barcelona succeeding in the operation given their current financial status. The club are not even in a position to register new signings and still need to free up around 25 million euros in their workforce expenses. That is where the sale of Frenkie de Jong could become very vital. Recent reports indicate Manchester United are ready to fork out a substantial fee for the services of the Dutchman de Jong this summer, although the fate of the transfer could depend on the player himself. So Bernardo Silva has strongly entered the picture again in these recent reports. As the summer window continues to drag on and on, Barcelona are so desperate to kick out Frenkie de Jong of the team, and of course Xavi firmly setting his sights on Bernardo Silva. So the good report about that is Josh Mendes, Barca and also Man City have agreed on a fee which is less than the reported 100 million euros that we were getting at first, but now they are saying that that fee is below 80 million euros. Of course, that will be something that I think it will be reachable, it will be affordable if Barca can succeed to offload Frenkie de Jong. Of course, the Frenkie de Jong deal still continues to bring in a lot of controversial stuffs, and as it stands right now, Barca are so determined to sell Frenkie de Jong. After a full agreement was reached with Manchester United yesterday for that 85 million euros for the full package, and if Barca can succeed to sell him, it's no doubt that the proceeds from the sale of de Jong will largely help Barcelona in the potential purchase for Bernardo Silva, as Xavi sees him as a direct replacement for Frenkie de Jong. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.